Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create a full music video using Vibe Directing with OpenArt. OpenArt is a creative direction platform that lets you combine different AI tools for image, video, sound, and music. The idea of Vibe Directing is simple. You give an intention to an AI agent, provide some elements, and let the tool organize or generate the different parts of the project. You can create almost everything you need for the project directly inside OpenArt, but for this video, I used a slightly different workflow and prepared some assets before going into OpenArt. I used ChatGPT to write the lyrics and prepare descriptions for the mood and art direction, Suno to generate the song, and of course Midjourney to create reference images for the character and the environment. This also helps me save tokens on OpenArt and focus more on the directing and video generation part. For this tutorial, we're going to use the music video tool, which you can find in the Director drop-down menu. Once the tool is open, you import your song, add the main character reference, and write a short description of the mood, art direction, style, environment, and staging you want. And when everything is ready, you can launch the process. OpenArt then starts analyzing the song. Instead of generating random shots straight away, the tool first tries to understand the rhythm, the mood, and the meaning of the music. It also breaks down how the lyrics are placed across the song. This analysis becomes the base for the rest of the video. Once the analysis is complete, you need to click on the generated card to open the result. The analysis then appears on the right side of the interface. If it works for you, you validate it, but you can go back, adjust the inputs, or restart the process. After that, OpenArt asks you to choose a creative direction mode. You can choose a narrative-driven video, where the clip tells a story from beginning to end, or a performance-based video, focused on the character singing, dancing, or performing. But you can also choose a hybrid approach, which mixes story and performance moments. Next, you can choose the visual style of the video. You can also choose the general mood and atmosphere. And finally, you choose the aspect ratio depending on your need. Once these choices are made, the agent starts processing again. When it's done, OpenArt suggests several story ideas or pitches for the music video. Each one offers a different way to interpret the song and build the clip. You review the options, choose the one that feels most relevant, and validate it. After that, the agent creates a more detailed description of the project, which is basically the treatment for the music video. It includes the concept, the pitch, the creative direction, and some guidance for the main character's behavior and emotional arc. At this stage, we move from a simple idea to something more structured. The tool starts defining how the clip should feel, how the character evolves, what the key moments are, and what kind of atmosphere the video should follow. As before, you review it, and if it feels coherent, you validate it. Then, OpenArt builds a more detailed scene plan and structures the project scene by scene across the full timeline of the song. The tool defines the characters, the performers, the props, the locations, and the main story beats. And this is where the music video starts to become a real production plan. Of course, you can still review the scene plan, edit it if needed, or validate it to move forward. Once this step is validated, OpenArt generates representative images. These images define the main character, the overall mood, and the important objects or visual elements that will appear in the scenes. It gives you a first interpretation of the character design, the atmosphere, and the key elements that shape the identity of the video. So again, you need to check and validate them before letting the tool start processing again. This time, it generates the different video shots based on the scene plan. OpenArt creates the video segments needed to build the full clip following the storyboard and the timeline of the song, and it also handles the editing, assembling the shots to give you a result that is almost finished. There are still some issues, especially with the lip sync. In some moments, the mouth is not perfectly synchronized with the vocals, and in a few shots it is clearly off. But overall, the result is still impressive, especially considering the time spent setting up the project. I let you watch the clip now and appreciate the result.
Back when the radio cracked in the rain, we danced with shadows on the window pane. Every new sound felt wrong at first, like a silver spark in a wooden church. She came with a hum with a glass blue stare. Too clean, too cold, too strange to care. I turned away, said, not my kind. But he kept walking through my mind. New heart, oh so something strange but beautiful. I was scared of the future till it smiled like you. New heart, oh so metal hands, but a rhythm of gold. Yesterday was lovely, but tomorrow moves too. I said no, with my back to the light, but I watch from the corner every Saturday night. New shoes on an old dance floor, new code knocking on a locked front door. Mama said, careful girl, things change fast, but every future starts by frightening in the past. He didn't beg, didn't play it proud, just stood like a question in a nervous crowd. New heart, old soul, something strange but beautiful. I was scared of the future till it smiled like you. New heart, old soul, metal hands, but a rhythm of gold. Yesterday was lovely, but tomorrow moves too. Click, click, time moves on. Fear gets tired, love gets strong. Tick tock, soft and true. The world turns strange, and I turn too.
So, as I said, the result is not exactly what I was looking for in terms of style, since it feels a bit too kitsch to me, but it is still very impressive when you compare it to the time I personally spent on the project. This is definitely not a finished or fully usable music video yet, but it is a very strong base, even if some shots would need to be regenerated, some ideas adjusted, and obviously the overall direction would need more control. Still, the time saved on a project like this is huge, and considering the time invested, the quality of the result is quite surprising. You can easily imagine where this type of workflow could go in the next few months. Vibe directing is clearly going to change the way we create video content, especially when the goal is to move quickly from an idea to a structured visual result. So that's it for this quick tutorial on OpenArt. It's definitely a tool I recommend testing, especially if you work in video production or creative content. I'll probably see you soon for another tutorial, maybe again on OpenArt or on other tools from the platform. And of course, if you found this video useful, feel free to like it and share it. Thanks!